So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Alright, here, hi everybody, Martha here. Um, Today we're doing a review of Marvel's What If Episode 6. So, this one is what if, um, Iron Man got if Tony Stark got rescued. And he got rescued by, Killmonger. Because, apparently he was in the area when it happened. So, the episode does begin pretty close to the first Iron Man, but the whole entire they don't play um ADDC. I don't remember hearing that in the background, but they do have the whole entire fate peace sign thing, and him putting it on MySpace because that's what he was gonna do since this did take place back to this episode. This one would take place in 2008, back when MySpace existed. And then they have to do the battle, and we see the Jericho bomb right in front of him. But this time around, Killmonger grabs it and throws it before it goes kaboom. So they end up going back to America, and he ends up doing the hard speech about them closing down the weapons deals, but then they find harder kind of stuff. But they also show like that not like none of that no, a lot of it, pretty much none of the Marvel stuff happens. He doesn't become Iron Man in this version because he has to go in the cave in order for him to become Iron Man. So that means none of the stuff, a lot of the stuff that happens in the other one, all the other movies don't happen. So when they get back to America after he does that speech, basically Obadiah gets exposed for what he did because Killmonger shows the receipts of all the stuff that he issued in order for Tony to get kidnapped, basically. And he ends up giving like Happy's job that he gets in the future. I think in the third movie, where he gets to become head of security, gets Killmonger that job, and he also gives it this instead of becoming the CEO, the CEO and takes Pepper job. So now he has two. He's being a little too much. I mean, Iron Man's a little bit of an idiot in this version because he sounds too easily manipulated. In my view. So they kind of make like a weird version of remember those drones like in the second movie that Hammer made. They kind of make those, but it's kind of meant in the Gundams, like one of those Gundam anime things. Because I guess Killmonger's into anime, and I heard like part of his outfit is inspired by Vegeta, so that's pretty cool. So they decided to go in order for the drone to work. They need vibranium, so they have to go into Claw to go and get some. So and um they end up sending Brody to go and do it. And in this version, it's a Don Cheadle design. I'm pretty not sure this is John Cheadle playing him. Only ones I know for sure they're not playing their original actors in this is Robert Downey Jr. and Pepper's actress. So I think everybody else is. I'm not sure about everybody else. I'm pretty sure everybody else is the original actors, but those two for sure I know are not. And I doubt because how young Shuri is in this version, they would have to get like a little kid playing her because of a little adult, a teenager playing like probably like at least 8-year old version in this movie. Because I'm pretty sure if she's the same age as because her and Peter are the same age, and we end up seeing we see Peter has a little kid in Iron Man 2. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's 8 in this. So they probably got like an 8-year-old player in this one. So I doubt she's by the same person. So when they're getting the um getting the stuff to her to I forgot it's called. Uh, I said it anyway. While they're talking to Claw about that, Black Panther attacks them and takes down a lot of the soldiers. And after this, Killmonger like does a little surprise attack by making him where his using this weird weapon that Tony had on the table that was like make you grab your ears. Um, um, and that using the spear to kill, using his own claw to kill spear to kill him, and then grabbed his claw, stuff like that. So after that, he also kills Brody with the claw. So with that claw, so both of them end up dying, and he makes it look like both of them attacked each other to make it America wants to go to war with Wakanda, and he basically goes down there with General Ross and I got down there with General Ross and Tony. He has to deal with Tony after this, and Tony figures out that it was him that did this, and so he ends up using the spear to kill Tony, and he also frames that by the Wakandas too. So they end up using the drones to do this, and the way they got the drones to work is using the ring that he got from his dad and melts it down to make it work. So, and yeah, and also the drone did attack him, but he knew how to defeat it by using the same spear. So he's really good with that spear. So he goes down there by himself with Claw, and just like in the Black Panther movie, Killmonger kills Claw, and goes into the wall and surrenders himself to them and tells them that I'm loyalty here too because I'm a son of one of the of your brother of the Black Panthers. I forgot what T'Challa's his name is, but he's his brother's son, his nephew. So yeah, and he proves it by showing the tattoo of his lip that has Wakanda language on it. Only one that's having a problem with this really is Shuri, because he's an outsider and she doesn't trust him. Everybody else is pretty welcoming, and so when the drones come to attack, they get shut down because I guess the generator that Tony made does not work there, and so the battle doesn't end up almost doesn't end up happening, but looks like Killmonger had brought it in remote and turned them on, and so they all fought. It made it. I guess he made them like easier for them to break, so he can look like a hero. And he's saving the main guard and looking really good. And he also convinces the king of there and to open up the borders, just like in Black Panther. He ends up happening at the very end of the movie. Let the entire world know about it. And after this, he comes up coming to Black Panther, and he ends up talking to T'Challa here, and it's if you ask me, I'm perfectly okay with this being even though it's not the same T'Challa is in the movies. I'm perfectly okay with this being his death scene, this being the way he dies, and I don't need to see him die in the live action movies in the second Black Panther movie. I am perfectly okay with him not. I'm perfectly okay with him dying off screen because this is good enough because this is actually Chad and Boseman playing him, and him we get to see him in the as one of the Panthers that jumped down and asked Killmonger, was killing me worth it? And he says, he basically says, yep. So, and I did like that part. I loved that scene. Was really great right there. Um. So after that, they end up like going back to America. The General Ross wants to take Wakanda off of Earth, and Pepper is still suspicious of this. She still thinks that she did not. She expected him from the very beginning. She did not trust him at all once he came in the room. Even though he exposed Obadiah, she did not trust him at all. I think she noticed that he was being very manipulated, and three people have died since he arrived, and that is very coincidental. So she goes in her office, and there's Shuri showing proof that to Pepper that Killmonger did kill her brother, and so both her and Pepper are gonna work together in order to take Killmonger down, I guess. And I did remember seeing like a scene on one of the trailers of those two like team up together to do stuff to fight back. So this one, it was pretty good. It was this one's gonna be one of the ones that like we're gonna remember a lot because of that scene with him and T'Challa and stuff like that. That scene's definitely gonna be remembered a lot. So I think I'm gonna give this one a I don't like the fact that Tony was so easily manipulated. So I really it makes him not look smart, and doesn't look like it's not like the Tony that we end up knowing. So I'm gonna dock it down for that. I still love this episode. I just didn't like that part of it. Like Tony's supposed to be really smart, and yet he got fooled really easily. I know he got guys. I know Killmonger saved his butt, but he maybe should have figured things out a lot more quickly. He just said wouldn't make any weapons anymore, and he ended up making a weapon with somebody in the room with him. At least when he made the Iron Man suit, nobody was in the room with him, and I'm telling him what to do. And even how they designed it. What does Tony know about what does Tony know about anime? So, but I'm still gonna give this episode a high score. That part, that details is gonna get docked down from it. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So I'll see you guys. And everything was pretty good. And also, the very first time when I first heard Tony's voice, I knew it wasn't that guy. This guy is he's doing his best, but it's not a good imitation of Robert Downey Jr. It's very faintly. Only part I know it's actually him is because they use a rough recording of the when they showed the Iron Man scene from the end game movie when he dies. That part was actually him because they used the recording from that movie of Robert Downey Jr.'s voice. So he didn't record that line for this episode. Is use his recording from that movie and put it into this episode. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And we only got 3 left. Goodbye.